Okay, we got another jack here, and I think what I can see here is he's checking his grip with his index fingers, which is great. That's something that we talked about. But again, we want him to check it with the bat just resting on the shoulder. We want the bat to be parallel to the ground and resting on that back shoulder, and then you can check those index fingers to make sure you've got those door knocking knuckles lined up properly. So anyway, it's great to see that he's even thinking about it, right? So that's great. One of the things that you'll notice, this is one of the better swings that we had at the facility last night, and a lot of it, frankly, is because he's got a bat that he can handle. He's got a bat that's not too heavy for him, and he does a nice job. He naturally does not get to his front side, which is great this early in his life that he's already kind of started to figure that out to stay back. So let's take a look at the setup here. First of all, we'll just show you pretty good in the feet, right? So we talked about railroad tracks last night, and we talked about bat width for the width of your stance, and he's doing a nice job there. We'll start to let the video move here. So now he likes his fingers, right? He's ready to go. And Jack is quick. There's not a lot of resting time with him, and he gets right after it. And so the video is helpful because sometimes he can start going before the instructor's even ready. Let's take a look at his bat angle. So his bat angle is about like that, which is really good. Again, it's easy for him to have good bat angle because he's got a bat that he can handle in terms of the weight of the bat. So he's got good bat angle there. Now, let's take a look at his front foot. So he takes a step, no problem with that. I think most people know I don't teach taking a step, but I got no problem with him doing it. Everybody's got to be comfortable. It's just that when you take a step, you got to do it the right way, and he does a nice job. It's fine that he turns his front foot open a little bit as long as the front foot doesn't go backward. So we could draw a line here on his back heels, and as long as his foot doesn't end up out here somewhere, we're fine. And I don't believe that it will. Now, there's some good stuff here. He's starting to turn. You can see his back foot is turning, right? That's very nice. Sometimes last night he completely forgot to turn his back foot. Other times he did a great job. When we put a little peer pressure on him and we told him that everybody in the gym was going to watch and see if he turned his foot, he frankly was 100% perfect, right? So it's something with him where if he's just thinking about it, he can execute it. It's just going to be an issue of getting him to think about it, and that frankly is what repetition's all about, right? That's what coaching is all about. It's about convincing the athlete, selling the athlete on the idea of this is what I want you to do every time. And if we can convince them that it's worth thinking about, you'll have a great season. So the other thing I like here is that he's starting to show some good angle in his arm at impact. He's clearly doing a nice job of being on the ball with his head. So all that stuff is nice. This is a good fast swing. That consistently last night hit the ball pretty well. And then nice job of full extension. We'll keep turning it. His hands, his top hand rolls over. Now, I had said that he did a nice job with his back foot, but I will say this. In this swing, I can tell where his back foot stalls out. It does not continue to rotate all the way through until the very, very end, and he turns it almost more for balance. We also could be a little, let's see, we could get a little higher with our hands at finish. So what I mean by that is ultimately our hands could finish up a little bit higher versus below his shoulder blades. This swing, I think you'll see the bat and the hands are almost below the shoulder blades, and would not be wrong at all if we could get them up as high as his front shoulder. But I think there's good things to come here. The more practice, the better he's going to get. But the foundation here is pretty good.